Hey folks, we're in Shelby, North Carolina for a wonderful festival. It's all about mush, music, and mutts. Let's take a look. One thing's for sure, at a Livermush Festival, you've got to have lots of liver mush. In Shelby, there's plenty of it to go around. So Jackie, my gosh, this is the big day. Tell us about your festival.
Well, it is a celebration of a regional food found only in this part of North Carolina, but here it's on every menu. We have Sushi Dojo is here, and they have a liver mush roll. It's called the Hee Haw Roll. It has liver mush in the roll, in addition to some other foods.
Sure.
And then we also have Max Jenkins and Frank Poirier liver mush here. So there's a lot of different manufacturers if you want to try different kinds of liver mush. And we just like to celebrate it because it's really quirky.
With as quirky as it is, folks are sure excited to get their share. For some, it's a family tradition, and they sure get started young. Folks, look who I found. This is Cassidy. Now, you're George's daughter, right?
I am.
Over at Shelby's Cafe. Oh, George and I go way back.
Oh, well, good.
So, you've been exposed to liver mush for a long time.
My whole life.
Yeah?
Yes.
When did you start eating liver mush?
My whole life, I don't even know.
So,
My whole
you were
life,
so
I've always-
early.
Yes, any kind of way. Straight off the block,
Yeah.
out of the pot,
In-
fried,
any-
thin, thick, however.
You
Yes.
like it all kind of way.
I do.
Shelby Cafe has been serving locals and visitors liver mush for a long time, and I bet our four-legged friends are getting their share of it today. Well, Ron, tell us what's going on here today.
We're cooking liver mush.
A lot of it,
A
right?
lot of liver mush, yeah.
Now, your company's Max,
Max.
right? So you've been making liver mush how long?
Since 1933. I
1933.
look good for that age, don't I?
You certainly do. He's doing good for 1933. So for those of our viewers who are not sure about what liver mush is, tell us what this delicacy is.
It is a liver product, pork liver, and I tell people it's a fine ground, fully cooked, low-fat sausage.
Okay.
The same spices sausage has,
Right.
without the fat, but we
Right.
put cornmeal in instead of all the fat.
Right.
And it is pre-cooked, but
Okay.
people still do go ahead and, deep fry it or bake it in the oven or just heat it in the microwave. But it is pre-cooked. It's already cooked, ready to eat when you get it.
Okay, so you can pick it up at the supermarket and just open the pack and start eating.
You can do that. That's what they done in the liver mush eating contest.
We saw a little of that.
Yeah, yeah. Eating it cold.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So you deep fry it. So
We
is
deep
that
fry
is
it.
that a favorite way
It's
of cooking?
favorite because it puts a crunch on it. It's not
Okay.
the healthiest way to eat it, but it's the best way to eat it.
Okay.
But at home, a lot of times we just put a little butter in the pan
Yeah.
and put it in there and fry it. Because liver mush is so low in fat, it'll stick to the pan. It doesn't make its own grease.
Okay. Okay.
You're high in protein, we're low in fat, low in cholesterol, moderate in carbs, but none come from sugar.
Okay. All right. Some people like liver mush plain. What do you see as being the favorite?
I see with mustard.
Mustard.
A lot of people eat jelly. Some people eat mayonnaise, but very few eat ketchup.
Right.
And a lot of people eat it plain.
Just eat it plain.
Eat it plain. Yep.
Okay. So you're in line now for a liver mush sandwich, right?
Yeah, well they are. I'm waiting on one.
They are?
Yeah.
You're not going to have one too?
No, I'm not gonna do it. Not right now.
No?
Not right now.
You're going to have one? Okay, ma'am. How do you like your liver mush sandwich?
Some mustard on it.
Mustard?
Chili.
Chili? Okay, all right. So mustard and chili. All right, that's good. How about you, sir?
Mustard and chili.
Mustard and chili.
Yes, sir.
You put slaw on it too?
No slaw.
No slaw?
Mustard and chili. Haven't tried it, but I might try it.
Ma'am?
Yes,
All right. How do you like your liver mush sandwich?
extra crispy with a little bit of mustard.
Extra crispy, a little bit of mustard. Now they're deep frying these. How do you make yours at home?
We don't deep fry, we put it on the pan and just flip it.
Okay, and just flip it. Now, do you do yours for breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Breakfast and sometimes dinner.
Well, tell us about the area that we're in, this historic square.
This is the historic court square because we still have the original courthouse. Well, the original courthouse was actually a barn, but once they built a permanent structure, we still have that as our backdrop, and it's just a nice backdrop. We have very wide streets around the courthouse, so it's a good central spot, and it's a place that people are used to gathering, so that makes it convenient as well. But we do take up the entire block of the court square and then go another block to the farmers market pavilion and tie in the farmers market with the festival.
So it's a great family event.
It's a wonderful family event.
Jackie, with 15,000, 20,000 people coming to town, that has to have some type of impact on the area, right?
It definitely does. We're seeing a lot more overnight travel to come to the event, to the festival. Now that it's 2 days with the North Carolina Brew Fest and Chili Cook-Off on Friday, it gives people a reason to come and spend the night and then come back the next day.
Okay.
So we're seeing a pretty huge impact from that. But what we really get from having the Livermush Festival is a lot of publicity because people are very interested in a food that's this quirky and crazy.
Right.
And so it's also a lot of advertising and promotion for our area. It says Shelby. It just speaks Shelby to have a Livermush Festival. And it really helps people to sort of feel what our normal everyday life is for a little while.
But it seems to me to be somewhat unique from the standpoint of you have a food event with an animal event. I love that.
It's very unique, but the animal event's huge. About 300 animals competing in the costume contest and participating in the parade. And who loves Livermush more than dogs? They love Livermush. So it made sense to have mutts, music, and mush all at the same time.
Yeah, I love it. What a great festival here in Shelby, North Carolina. And it was all about Livermush, music, and the mutts. The dogs are fantastic. This is a great one to add to your schedule.